everyone, this is Rashi and welcome back to the Reading Platter. So I posted a video about my 2021 reading goals and plans, which will be linked here above. So in that video I talked about the challenges that I will be doing. So I created my own 52 weeks challenge. So I thought I will link that blog in my description, but it was too long and I thought that a dedicated video will be easy and simple. If any of you want to take part in this uh, challenge, or it's just it's just a thing, so you can read at least 52 books in a year, and it is easy because you just have to pick up the book according to the prompt, and you do not have to think a lot about which book to choose, and you get 1 week for a book. That is easy. 4 books a month is quite easy, I think that. And if you want, you can just choose any random prompt. It's just that if you do it according to the challenge, then you will have to read. It will be in your back of the mind that you have to read this book in this week. So it's just simple to challenge yourself like this. So I created this 52 weeks challenge for 2021, in which I included my own prompts. You can also create it. It's very simple. You just have to come up with new prompts, or you can take the help of the internet or any booktube video. You can copy these too. I mean, not copy, I mean you can use these. You have to just pick up the book according to the prompt. So I thought I will make a video about what prompts I choose for each week. So first I want to tell that how I came up with a week time. That will be like the first week of January is starting from February. That is 1, 2 and 3 days in a week: Friday, Saturday and Sunday. But for example, like, how can I explain? Okay, for example, a week is ending on Wednesday for the previous month. For month A is ending on Wednesday, so it has 3 days, and the first week of the next month will have 4 days, right? Like, if the month A is ending on Wednesday, that will be Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, and month B is starting from Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So this is 4 days in a week, and this is 3 days in a week. So I will consider month B this week in month B. So I hope you got it. The more the days in a week in 1 month, the more are the prompts for that month. So according to this, there will be 4 prompts each month, except for March, June, September and December, which will have 5 prompts. So this will be easy. You just have to read 4 prompts in January, 4 in February, 5 in March and so on. 445, 445, 445 and 445. This is quite easy and simple, I thought. And so you have to read 4 books in 1 month, 5 books in 1 month. So you will have your TBR managed, because I create my TBR monthly. So it was very difficult to pack up the books in that TBR and review them for the next month in the wrap-up video, and also writing blogs in which month should I include the blog. So this was pretty simple. So you can do this way or any other way that you feel convenient. I'm just going to deliver the 52 prompts that I came up with. So I hope you enjoy this video. Let's start. So the first week, that will be in January, will be a booktuber recommendation. So you have to read a book that a booktuber have recommendation. You have seen in any of the videos of any booktuber you like, or any booktube video you saw that you are attracted to and you want to read. Please, this challenge is to read books to make yourself happy. So don't force yourself to read bad books. Like, there are booktubers, like every booktuber reviews books and they tell which book they feel is nice and not nice. That is their personal choice. So if you feel connected to any booktuber that your tastes match, so just go for the good ones. Don't pick up bad books. Don't just, challenge yourself unnecessarily. Like, it's good to challenge yourself, but start your challenge with a good start. Okay, pick good books. I will say that pick good books for this challenge, or you can pick bad books. You can try those books, and I'm not saying that books are bad. Everyone have their own tastes. So which book you are interested to read, just pick those books. Don't force yourself. Okay, the 2020 was really bad. Don't force yourself. So the second week that will also be in January is to read a book with a disability representation in it. For the third week that will also be in January is to read a book with animal on the cover. So animal can be a bird too, a reptile, anything, an animal, insect or anything. Just you can, you can just open up to the rules. You can add your own comfort level to the rule. Not a big deal. I did that. Did not do that. So the fourth week that will also be in January is a title that will start from a random letter. So in this you have to do a random letter generator online. You can do that online, or you can roll a dice. So whatever letter comes up, you have to choose a book that starts with that letter. So I will be posting the next video as my January TBR, in which I rolled a dice and I got a letter. I chose a book which was, I regret it. It's too big. I just don't want to, ruin the next video, or I want views on that video. So the next prompt that will be in February, first week, a book that is published in 1990s. So any book that is published from 1990 to 1999, you can pick any book. There are n number of books, any book that you like, any genre you like, up to you. The next one is also in February, a popular book. So popular book can be a lot of what you have seen on BookTube, or you have seen in the library, or anyone has recommended to you, that you feel is popular, that you feel is hyped. So you can read that. Popular, it can be an old book, it can be a new book. It's not necessarily to be hyped at this particular time. It can be any popular book. Like Shakespeare is very, very popular. Like Brandon Sanderson is right now very, very popular. So you can pick any popular book, any book that you feel is popular. Next one, also February, a book with random color on the cover or the spine. So random color generator, or you can pick a random ball of random color, that thing that gives you a color. You can do random color generator, or anything that you feel is good, and you have to choose a book that has that color on the cover or the spine. It can be a hint of that color, it can be the whole cover page, whole spine of that cover. It's up to you. Stretch the rules as much as you want. Next one, also February, a book club pick. If you are a part of a book club, then it will be easy. If you're not, then just Google any book club you're interested in. Just join any book club. It's fun. I am a part of like 2 book clubs on Goodreads, and one of them is Reads with the Spoons book club, I think. Yes, one of them is Reads with the Spoons book club, and it is very interesting. I really love the picks. You can join any book club, or you can choose any famous book club's pick. You can check it on Instagram or Google or anything, or BookTube. There are so many videos of book clubs picking their books, so they can do that too. So the next one is for March, a book based on books, like with a library setting or which is surrounded by books. Like the book A Book Thief is about a girl who is keen to read. I guess this is the story, and that can do with this prompt, like it is based on a book or it contains a book, it revolves around books, it has a library setting, anything. Next one, also March, a book that contains all walls in the title. So a book with all the walls in the title, that's a bit tricky, but it was really interesting when I searched for the books because I didn't get any. But when I look for it, I'll surely get them. You can stretch the rules. You can see the letters in the name of the author, or no, don't go for book descriptions. You can go for the publication name that is printed below the book as a footer. You can check that too if you want the letter, but stretch the rules, but go with the rules. Okay. The next one is a hate to love plot. It is very simple, a hate to love story that can be thriller, that can be romance, anything you like. Next one, March, a warm book or a book that gives you cozy vibes. A warm book, like it can be set on a beach, or it can be a very, very cozy book that gives you very, very warm vibes, very loved vibes. Any book that you feel cozy reading, or you think that will be warm, or has an orange cover, that's a warm color that gives you very, very warm vibes. Next book, also for March, a banned book. A book that is banned previously but you're interested to read, or not interested to read, like you just want to try it, you can read that. Like I think Goosebumps are banned, but I love Goosebumps series, so you can try that too. Next one, for the next month, week 1 for April, a book with woman as the main character. Woman as the main character. See, I have put prompts in it which respects like everything, like LGBTQ plus rep is in the prompts, black author in the prompts, woman as the main character, which came up just now. So it's fun, and you diversify your reading. So a woman as the main character. And for April, a debut novel, any author's debut novel, first novel. It can be self-published, it can be the old-fashioned publishing, anything, but the first novel by the author. It can be a poem also, book of poems or short stories, anything. The next is the book that has a map. That book that has the map on the dust cover, on dust jacket, on the cover, inside the book, front page, back page, any kind of map that you feel is in the book or on the book, you can pick that. Next is a book with food on the cover. Interesting. A food book. You can read recipe book for that. It's up to you. If you like cooking, you can read recipe books for that. It will count. I guess we have 4 for April. I don't know. I lost the count. Yes. 4 for April, done. Now time for May. The first one is really interesting. A 5-star prediction. I love 5-star predictions because it is really, really satisfying when you predict to love the book and you actually love it. It's really, really fun and a joyful moment. So a 5-star prediction. For week 2 of May, a book published in 2019, any book published in 2019 that you feel you want to read, because 2019 gave us a lot of good books. I feel that. So I thought that 2019 will be a good year to include. So yeah, that's that. Number 3 is a funny book. Give yourself a pinch of laughter. not a pinch, a whole lot of laughter, entire funny book. It can be a funny title, anything. Number 4 and the last prompt for me, a book by a black author. You know, you need to respect everyone. So a book by a black author. I have read like 2 to 3 books by black authors and I really enjoyed it. Like, oh my god, their writing style is so good. So good. So a book by a black author, you can read that. Next month, June, week 1. A book with more than one main character. It can have 2, 3, multiple main characters. Like I just read Jumbies. It had 2 main characters. 2 main characters. It was really good. I recommend Jumbies. It was the best. The next for June, I guess, a random reading prompt. Use the reading prompt generator. Pick a prompt, read a book. For third book for June, yes, a book that is set in a different world. A book that is set in a different world, that is set entirely different book. A fantasy novel is the best pick for that. Number 4 prompt, a book set in your home country, the country you live in or you were born in, your home country, you know. Any book set in that country. Like I live in India, my home country is India, so any book that is set in India, I will read any book set in India. So you can read wherever you live. The last prompt for June, a book by a new to you author. That is fun and interesting and also scary. So this is just a pinch of thriller in these prompts so that you try new authors, you try new books, you try new writing. So a book by a new to you author will be a good choice for that. Now comes July. For July, prompt 1. A book with one word title. One word title book. Any book. Like It. It is the scariest book. I haven't read it. I saw the movie and I know it is the scariest book. Number 2, a 2020 Goodreads winner. There are like 6 to 7 books that won. You can do runner-ups. You can do the books that were nominated. You can stretch the rules. The book that you love. You have to read the books that you love. Winner will be the first option. If you do not want to read that, you can read anyone nominated, but in 2020. So, the third one, a book written by one or more authors. So, a book written by 2 authors, 3 authors, multiple authors. Illustrators also count. So, books by Roald Dahl are illustrated by Quentin Blake. So, that books will count too. The last prompt for July, yes, a book that won any kind of prize, like any prize, an award, a prize, a Goodread winner. It can be any book that won a prize. Not the author, the book, please. Now comes August. So there are 4 prompts for August. August is my birthday and the 1-year anniversary for this channel. So the prompts are a little interesting, you know, I cheated because it's my birthday. So the first one, not particularly cheated, but yeah, the good ones. So the first one is the book with a beautiful cover, a book with a cover that you feel is very beautiful. It can be a blank, a simple solid color that you feel is really good, pretty. It can be any book. Number 2 is book with 250 to 300 pages, simple, short book. You'll love that. Number 3 is a book gifted to you. Anyone gifted any book to you, or you gifted yourself a book, you praised yourself with a new book, you can read that too. Number 4 is a hyped book at that time. So the popular one that came up earlier was popular like in any sort of time range, but this is a hyped book at this particular time. When you read that book, that should be hyped. So that one. 5 prompts for September. Number 1 is 2021 release. Number 2 is a LGBTQ plus rep. It can be a little bit of LGBTQ or a whole book based on LGBTQ plus, anything you like. Number 3, a book adapted in a movie, a book that is already adapted or will be adapted in a movie, up to you. Number 4 is a book with the in the title. It can be the first word, it can be in the middle, anything. And the last for September is book that features something you love to do. A book that has an activity that you love to do, like if you love to dance or you love to, hunt something, scavengers hunt, or you love to travel, a book that features something like that. You can read anything. So for October, we have 4 prompts. That is number 1, a book by an Asian author. I'm Asian, so book by an Asian author. Number 2 is book published in 2018. Like 2019, 2018 also had so many good books, so it was a good one. Number 3 is a family's pick or picked by any family member, not like friend. I think I have included one picked by friend. So a family member picked, your mother, father, grandmother, brother, sister, anyone, any relative, family member. And the last one for October is a TBR bet, a book that has been on your TBR for the longest time. I have a lot of books, so you can choose any. So we have 4 for November, and the first one is a 2020 release. So I have a lot of arcs that I haven't read yet that were released in 2020. So that was easy to read the arcs you received or the books that you wanted to read but you couldn't. So this one. Number 2 is a book set in winter. So November will be the time for winter season. So this will be a good prompt for that. Number 3 is a second chance author. So you read a book by an author but didn't like it, or you were so about that book or that author, or you like some books by that author, you do not like some books by that author. You can read anyone. And the last for November is a book that has love, kiss or hug in the title. A book that has these 3 words, all the 3, 2, 1, like any of these words or all of these words, you can read that book in the title, of course. This cannot be in author's name. So for December, we have 5 prompts, and these are the last 5 prompts. So number 1 is a book that involves magic, magical realism, or something magical element in that book. Number 2 is a book published more or equal to 5 years ago. A book that is published 5 years ago, or 6 years ago, 7 years ago, more than 5 years ago, any book. A book by a trans author. So a book by a trans author will be good. I have read like one book by a trans author. I liked it. Not that much, but I liked it. And you should respect every kind of human being. So yes, a book by a trans author will be a new to me. Like if I read books by a trans author before that will be different. But for now, it will be my second book, I guess, by a trans author. Next is a graphic novel. I'm very bad at reading graphic novels. I do not read graphic novels. I have included one in January. It's a secret. But I will try to read more of graphic novels or mangas in 2021. I'll try that. And the last prompt for this challenge is a book by a self-published author. Self-published author needs loads and loads of books. Like, if you have published your book by any publisher, with the help of any publisher, your books tend to get more love and more famous. But if you're a self-published author, it is very difficult to promote your book, and these authors, these authors deserve a lot of respect because they work really, really hard. Like all authors work hard, but you know, you have to read a book by a self-published author. So my camera battery is running so fast and I have to wrap up this video. So thank you for watching the video, and we'll meet in the next video on the new year. So I'm not wishing you right now, so I'll wish you on the new year, and we'll meet in the next video. Bye bye.